Welcome to Tilburg University, this very first Virtual Open Week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this theme session about philosophy and theology. My name is Yusine Jansen, and I'm International Recruitment Officer for the Tilburg School of Humanities and Digital Sciences. Today, I will give you an insight in the international bachelor's and master's programs we offer in the field of theology and philosophy. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask them in our live chat, which is running throughout the presentation. Before I want to delve into the programs that we offer, I first shortly want to talk about Tilburg University and the Tilburg School of Humanities and Digital Sciences and the Tilburg School of Catholic Theology in order to explain you why we offer the programs that we offer. At Tilburg University, students are educated to become critical thinkers who dare and act to contribute to society. And the Tilburg School of Humanities and Digital Sciences and the Tilburg School of Catholic Theology are like no other. They also really want to contribute to society in, for example, the research they conduct. So, for example, Martine Prange, Professor of Philosophy of Humanity, Culture and Society, is currently conducting research on the societal impact of women's soccer in the Netherlands. As you might have heard, women's soccer is becoming one of the fastest growing sports in the world. What does this, for example, result to when it comes to the emancipation of women, the integration of women, or the identity forming of women? Another interesting research that I want to highlight is the research group led by Marcel Porthuis. He's professor at the Tilburg School of Catholic Theology, and he's currently researching the relationships between Judaism and Christianity in past and present. Not only our researchers and professors are contributing to society, but also our alumni, as can be seen as the example of alumni that are mentioned here. All of our students in philosophy and theology are educated to become critical thinkers who are dare to act and contribute to society. So our students are well prepared to lead academic discussions, write academic evidence-based papers, are really strong in debates, and you notice that in the fields where they end up. I now want to delve into the programs that we offer in the field of theology and philosophy. The international bachelor's program that we offer in theology is called Theology. It's a 3-year international bachelor's program. We also offer a master's program in the field of theology, namely Christianity and Society. This is a 1-year master's program. We also offer 2 master's programs in the field of philosophy. The first one is called Philosophy of Contemporary Challenges, and the second one is called Philosophy of Humanity and Culture. Both master's programs are 1 year. I will now discuss each program individually. So, our international bachelor's program in theology is a program in which you learn to give meaning to the world around you by delving into religious studies, sociology, psychology, philosophy, history, and the Bible in its original languages. So it's a really multidisciplinary program. Furthermore, our students learn Greek, Hebrew, and/or Latin in order to read texts in their original source language. So why would you decide to study theology in Tilburg? Well, first of all, Tilburg University is the only university that offers an English-taught bachelor's program in theology. Furthermore, the program is fairly small and extremely international, meaning that you will not only learn from your professors, but also from your fellow students who come from different countries and have different backgrounds. Furthermore, a lot of personal attention is given in the program, so you will receive a thorough education. In addition to that, Tilburg University has permission by the Holy See to deliver canonical degrees, meaning that you can have a double degree in theology, both the scientific one and the canonical. Let's move on to our master's program. We have 1 master's program in theology, namely Christianity and Society. In this program, it links theological and religious sources of the past with current social, economic, and political issues. What is interesting to mention about this program is that special attention is given to Catholic social thought, which deals with issues such as the relation between religion and state and the contribution of capitalism to justice and happiness. An example course is, for example, Christianity in dialogue with the social and business, and in this, with the social and economic. And in this course, you learn how to apply Christian ethics to, for example, the evaluation of market economies. So why would you decide to study Christianity and Society in Tilburg? Well, first of all, similar to the bachelor's program, it's a really small and international classroom. So you receive a lot of personal attention, and you will not only learn from your professors, but also from your fellow students. Furthermore, this master's program offers an extended master's program, meaning that on top of your 1 year, you can do an internship of 6 months, making sure that you're well prepared for the job market. Furthermore, the Tilburg School of Catholic Theology participated in the World Youth Day, which took place at the end of January this year, and it had two Dutch streams that it offered. Let's move on to our master's programs in philosophy. Both programs are top-rated programs according to student satisfaction, which is in Dutch called the keuzegids. Our first program is called Philosophy of Contemporary Challenges. And in this program, you analyze the enormous societal challenges contemporary societies face in the world and how to respond to it. You can think of, for example, populism, migration, climate change, terrorism, inequality, and the role that science and technology play in our democracies and societies. An example course is, for example, migration, refugees, and human rights, in which you, for example, focus on global ethics, but also on the debate whether or not borders should be closed or open. In this program, students really develop their critical skills. They really learn how to critically analyze articles, but also debate. Our second program in philosophy is called Philosophy of Humanity and Culture. And in this program, students really understand society by studying classical philosophical literature. Central themes in the program are the question of the nature of humanity and the meaning of culture as a human form of expression. A typical course in this program is, for example, Philosophy and Art After War. In this course, students not only learn what philosophy is and what art is and how we look at art and philosophy, but also how extreme events such as war influence the way we look at, for example, philosophy and art, and the way in which art is expressed. I now want to introduce Christoph Klaas to the stage. He's our master's student in Philosophy of Contemporary Challenges, and I'm really happy that he's here to share his student experience with me. So Chris,
Hi.
Thank you. Welcome. Thank you for being here. You currently study the Philosophy of Contemporary Challenges Master. Could you tell me why you chose this master's program and why specifically at Tilburg University?
Right. Well, you just said it. It deals with contemporary challenges, and you mentioned a few examples.
Yeah.
And these are the things I really was concerned or worried about,
Yeah.
and I wanted to have answers to these questions. And then I found this program, and it promised answers and solutions in that field. So that's why I came here and studied this program.
Okay. Good to hear. So your student experience so far has been good.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Really.
What is your favorite course?
My favorite course, it's one about populism. You mentioned that as well. Just because that's something that's close to my heart, and I really like that.
Okay.
It's a challenge that I'm very fascinated by in general. But they're really all great. I really like them. So.
And what is the way of teaching in class? Do you have a lot of lectures or group work, essays? Can you talk me through?
Yeah, of course.
This?
Well, what we mostly do is discussions.
Yeah.
We usually read papers in front of the class. You have to read them, and then the lecturer talks you through them, or together you develop ideas about the paper, and then you just have group discussions.
Okay.
Where you share your ideas and your opinions about the papers.
Okay.
And the method of testing is mostly essays.
Okay, so a lot of writing, a lot of critical thinking, I believe.
Yes, that's what we do as philosophers. We just think. So.
Okay. Is it a challenging program?
It's not easy, no. And
Okay.
if you really want to be getting great or high grades, then you do need to put some work into this, but it's not undoable.
Okay, and what was your undergrad program in?
I did something not related to philosophy. So I studied international business at a completely different levels.
Okay.
But even without
it's an interesting switch then.
Yes,
yeah.
but even without that, so you don't need to necessarily have philosophy as a bachelor to study this. You need to do a pre-master most of the times, but it's doable, and it's not that you lack significant amount of knowledge.
Okay, well that's good to know. And what do you already know what you want to do after your master's?
Yeah, I would like to follow a PhD program to become a lecturer at university at some point. So yeah, that's the
good to know.
Rough idea.
Hopefully the professors are watching and they will offer you a PhD position.
That would be nice, yeah.
If you would have to describe the perfect philosophy student or somebody who would be the perfect fit for a philosophy master's program, what key characteristics would that person have?
Yeah, I think there are really two things you should have as a philosophy student to succeed. And by succeed, I don't mean necessarily academically succeed, but to enjoy it.
Okay.
And I mean, that's what it's all about, right?
Yeah.
Number one is you really need to be curious. So you need to take concepts that everyone else takes for granted and just challenge them. So I had a lecturer who told me there are really two groups of people who are allowed to ask stupid questions. One are children, the other one philosophers.
Okay.
That's what we do. We take concepts and we just turn them around and spin them and see what happens. Okay. And the number two quality you should have characteristic you should have as a student is you need to be persistent, because sometimes it's really difficult to engage a philosophic idea. And philosophers are not always doing a great job in explaining what they want to say.
Okay.
So if
they
you
go around it? Okay.
They go around it, or they just write it in very weird ways. So it takes sometimes takes a bit of time and a bit of energy to read yourself into a text, and you need to be persistent about that.
Okay, good to hear. Thank you for your time, and thank you for sharing your student experience. Thank you. I now would like to share an alumni portrait with you of Mike van der Stap, and he studied philosophy here at Tilburg University, and he's currently product owner at ABN AMRO Bank. So enjoy the video.
Ja, als je start als filosoof bij een bank, kijken ze je de eerste maanden wel raar aan. En dan word je continu bevraagd op, wat doe jij hier? Later, als je je bewijst, wordt die vraag steeds minder gesteld, omdat mensen gewoon kijken wat lever je op en hoe werk je samen. Als filosoof ben je gewend om over problemen na te denken en over issues te reflecteren. Maar als je bij een bank werkt, is het natuurlijk zaak om die woorden om te zetten in daden, want dat is het enige wat telt. Wordt er daadwerkelijk iets opgeleverd? De laatste jaren zien we dat grote bedrijven op een andere manier willen werken. Dat noemen ze de agile way of working. Dat betekent dat we eigenlijk van grote veranderprojecten gaan naar het werken in kleine zelfsturende teams. Die teams worden aangestuurd door een product owner. Ik ben zo'n product owner van een kleine groep van zelfstandige IT-professionals. Je zou kunnen zeggen dat de bank eigenlijk één grote IT-fabriek is geworden. Ons team draagt er een steentje aan bij om die IT-fabriek steeds beter en steeds efficiënter en steeds sneller te laten functioneren. Agile way of working zorgt ook dat er veel meer betrokkenheid en veel meer drive is bij de teams. En dat is natuurlijk uiteindelijk wat ook belangrijk is. Je wil het beste in jezelf naar boven halen, maar ook het beste voor je team naar boven halen. En daar zorgt deze manier van werken voor. En met het dagelijks werk zie je dat ik toch vaak mensen achterna bel. Probeer te onderzoeken welke expertise we aan boord moeten krijgen. Maar aan de andere kant komen er ook veel mensen op je af met nieuwe ideeën en nieuwe verbeteringen. En dat maakt het werk natuurlijk ook leuk. Je bent continu op zoek naar de juiste mensen en de juiste oplossingen. Je moet goed weten met wie je te maken hebt, welke belangen dat er spelen. Je moet je goed tegen elkaar kunnen afwegen. En op basis daarvan moet je beslissingen nemen. Als filosoof ben ik wel geneigd om niet meteen het probleem op te pakken en op te lossen, maar hem eerst goed vragen te stellen van wat is nou eigenlijk precies het probleem. Mijn werk is in die zin dus niet filosofisch, ik hou me niet bezig met verhandelingen over Plato of Aristoteles. Wat je wel nodig hebt zijn bepaalde competenties en vaardigheden. Doorvragen, common sense en een goede analyse maken. Het leukste aan het werk is dat je continu nadenkt over oplossingen voor problemen. En op het moment dat je die dan hebt gevonden en toch samen kunt implementeren, ja, dan heb je ook echt een yes-gevoel te pakken. Ik ben Mike van der Stap, product owner bij ABN AMRO Bank.
As you might know, Tilburg University offers a wide variety of programs that I've not yet discussed, but might be interesting for you if you're interested in courses related to philosophy or theology. I want to highlight 3 bachelor's programs and 3 master's programs that might be of interest for you. The first one is our own liberal arts and sciences program, which is offered by the University College Tilburg, which is located right on campus. And this program is an interdisciplinary program in which you examine global issues from different perspectives, such as business and economics, the social sciences, law, cognitive science and neuroscience, cognitive neuroscience, and arts and humanities. Another program that might be interesting for you is our own online culture program. It's a 3-year bachelor's program, and in this program you really study how digitalization and globalization influence the way we live, but also how we live together. And what is really interesting about this program is that it has its own Digit magazine, in which students, professors, and lecturers all work together in this online innovative learning environment in which they work on opinion papers and articles together. Another bachelor's program that might be interesting for you is our 3-year bachelor's program in psychology, which is offered by the Tilburg School of Social and Behavioral Sciences. And in this program, you study human behavior and its influencing factors. And what is nice about this program is that you can mix and match your own program. You can choose a minor and a major course out of 9 specializations. So you have the opportunity to specialize in 2 things. For example, clinical psychology, medical psychology, or economic psychology. With regards to our master's program, we have a really interesting master's program called Management of Cultural Diversity. And in this program, you'll learn how to manage a culturally diverse workplace. And for example, work on policy related to equal opportunities, labor opportunities for men and women in an international organization. Following up directly on our bachelor's program in online culture is our master's program in online culture. And this program really focuses on the social, ethical, and physical consequences of constantly being online. Similar to the bachelor's in online culture, our master online culture students also work together in the Digit magazine, in which they work on papers together with professors and researchers. The last program that I want to highlight is our new master's program called Health Humanities. And in this program, you focus on an interdisciplinary perspective on health and medicine. And you will, for example, focus on the ways in which people perceive healthcare or what they expect from healthcare. I mentioned a lot of different programs in this session. I would warmly recommend you to check the program website. On the program website, you'll find all the information regarding the different programs, but also more information on the courses that we offer, including course descriptions. If you're already really interested in applying, then yes, great. Then I first want to inform you a little bit more about our application and admission procedure. So for our bachelor's program in theology, it is really important that you have a secondary school diploma, which is an equivalent to the Dutch VWO diploma. For example, the International Baccalaureate, the British A-levels, or the German Abitur. Furthermore, you need to write an essay. We really want to know how you think. Besides that, we ask for an English proficiency certificate, which cannot be older than 2 years at the time of the application. We accept the IELTS, the TOEFL, or the Cambridge. For the IELTS, we ask for a 6.0 overall score with subscores of 5.5. For the TOEFL, we only accept the internet-based test with an overall score of 80. And for the Cambridge, we ask for a minimum grade of C. Our master's admissions requirements are a little bit different. Students need to have a bachelor's degree in a related field. However, this is always assessed on an individual basis. So therefore, I always warmly advise you to apply in order to have the admissions officer look at your transcript of records and diploma. Our students also need to write an essay, submit a resume, and/or submit a motivation letter. This depends on the program of your interest. Also, you need to submit an English proficiency certificate. Similar to the bachelor's, we accept an IELTS, an internet-based TOEFL, or the Cambridge. For the IELTS, we accept an overall score of 6.5 with minimum subscores of 6.0. For the TOEFL, we accept a minimum score of 90, and for the Cambridge, a minimum grade of C. I know this is a lot of information, so therefore, if you want detailed information about the application and admission procedure, I would highly recommend you to go to the program pages because everything is explained in detail. You will furthermore find a list of all the diplomas that we accept there. If you still have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact us via admissionshumanities@tilburguniversity.edu. This is for the philosophy master students. If you're interested in theology, you can email to tst-admissions@tilburguniversity.edu. If you're ready to apply, then please notice that we have 2 application systems in place. You need to apply both in StudyLink and MySAS. StudyLink is our Dutch national online registration system, and in this system you need to fill in your personal details, click on the program of your interest and the university, of course, of your interest. And then you also need to apply to MySAS, and this is Tilburg University's very own application system. And in this system you need to upload all the application documents. Unfortunately, this theme session has come to an end. Christoph and I really want to thank you for your attention. If you have any further questions, please do not hesitate to ask them in the live chat. Our team is looking forward to virtually meeting you, or maybe in the future even welcoming you to campus. So thank you for your attention. Bye.